Hello everyone, hi, it's Marta McGonagle from Actors Reporter, and hi, I'm Marta. I am stepping in today for our segment of interviews, and today we have a very special guest. I am so excited and completely honored to be interviewing Miss Susan Johnston.
Hello, I'm excited to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here, really. This means so much to me as an actor and as someone who is always trying to knock at Susan Johnston's door. She's casting amazing things. Actually, what is the name of your casting company?
Well, the casting company is Susan Johnston Casting.
Okay.
And it's a division of Select Services Films, and you came in and auditioned for me twice.
Oh my God, you're genius. You have a memory of an elephant. How do you remember that? Wait,
that's
what?
all I have of an
I'm
elephant.
joking. I'm joking. Wait, I'm not doing it. Let me start over. Wait a second. I'm joking. What were the two things? It was.
Well, we had talked about AT&T Uverse,
Yes.
casting the host, and it was right when it was launching, and then a film, which was fun to see you again because you had gotten called in for callbacks.
Yes.
And she's kind of wondering like what happened to that. Well, the money had gone away, but funny enough, the producer called me up about a week ago and said, we're back on board. So once her funds are verifiable, I should be calling you back in.
That's amazing. I feel like I have the inside track. I mean, it's
serendipitous how it all just worked out.
It's really, I mean, there's so many actors out there who go in
Millions.
for callback. Yes,
Sorry.
Millions. There are lots of actors. She would know. She looks at thousands of pictures a week, I'm sure.
A day.
Oh my gosh.
I'll give you an example. I put up one posting and I got 4,000 people in 1 hour. An hour.
Oh,
Yeah. And
my
so thank God
gosh.
they're on, well, actually they've increased because we're online.
Yeah.
But thank God we're online because now your headshot's about this big and I can see 100 in a page. So I slice and dice information like the best of them.
You do this yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, I do have assistants that I
Yeah.
can delegate things to, and maybe I bring them in the office. But for
Yeah.
the most part, I do it because it's my name on it. And so I'm having meetings with the director, the producer. I'm getting an idea. I look at it like we're painting an oil painting. So once I get inside his or her head, I have to deliver that. Well, they're hiring me.
Yeah.
So I want to give them what they hired. So I do all the slicing and dicing, and then my assistants will help. They'll run the front. They'll maybe read lines with you. They'll run camera, or I might ask them to separate SAG from non-SAG because of with the rules. I have to follow certain guidelines.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think that if you're hiring me, you should get me. What do you think?
I think that's brilliant because I know there's a lot of casting offices out there that the casting director comes in once it's all chosen. Not that that's a bad thing at all.
Well,
I know. But
I think I think I go a little beyond the norm. I actually go to set, and I generally welcome people in. I generally stay for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
But especially on their first day, because I think it means a lot. They don't know who they're walking into. They met me. They maybe met the producer or director for a moment. They probably in this day and age don't have time to do the sit down and lunch thing anymore.
Yeah.
So it's over the phone, and you show up and you're ready to rock and roll. So I think it's really, really important.
That's really beautiful because really, I mean, we're working together. And then even
Yeah.
if, once we get hired, then we usually leave.
Well, I mean,
we
okay,
get a chance to see each other on set. That just feels like it becomes sort of a...
All right, but I grew up in theater. So,
right.
My dad was a talent agent at one time here, back east. He would take me to, he'd throw me in things because he was babysitting me.
Oh,
so
wow.
I grew up in a world where you became a family. And then that family dissipated. And then there was another family. And then there was another family. And then every once in a while you'd see each other and it was a long lost distant cousin. So I come up from the training that we're family, we're teamwork. And that's why I love the people I work with. I mean, I can't say that when I first moved to town 10 years ago, but I absolutely love the people I work with. So, it just makes getting up in the morning. And not only that, but I figure if I'm getting up at a 6 o'clock call time, I now have 12 hours before it's 6 o'clock. And then I
Yeah.
still have 4 to 6 more hours before I have to go to bed. So I actually get a lot more done.
Oh my gosh! See, this is a discipline. This is the work ethic that most people may not realize they have to have. That you have to be going
I love what I do.
24/7, and it shows. It shows. I have a quick question.
Sure,
Going
go
back
ahead.
to you selecting going through 4,000 headshots in 1 hour of submissions.
Yeah.
What stands out for you with headshots? What is it what can you give to actors? Let them know. I mean, what is it that when you see let's say you go through the first 1,000, what will make you stop on a picture?
Well, for me, it's all about this.
Yeah.
It's all about your eyes. There's a saying, the eyes are the mirrors of the soul, and it is so true. The essence of your being, of who you are. Actually, when I was on set one time, I had to do a last-minute casting, so I grabbed a couple of the extras that were standing around while the principals were brought to set, and I said, here, I'm going to show you how I cast. And I said, watch, I have to bring him in because he's my type, but he's going to do this, this, that, and that. There's a behavioral thing in that one, what do they say, your first impression?
Yeah.
That's what your headshot is. And in that moment, I really can get a sense of who you are. I can get a sense if you're connected, if you love life, if you're not, if you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Now, yes, all of these elements are great as an actor, but they're a toolbox for an actor, and then they need to be brought out, you know. So I need you to walk in as a human. I need your headshot to look like you. I need you to know the general rules of thumb. Where's the mark? Where's the camera? Where's that invisible line between you and me?
Yeah.
When you cross that, like, see, my dad used to teach Pop Warner football as well. Okay, my dad had a saying, jack of all trades, master of none, but apparently he wanted to master all of them. So yeah, it was a crazy upbringing. So
that's great. No, that's great.
But my producers and directors laugh at me because they say all of a sudden I'm like a defensive line tackler. All of a sudden my body just moves forward, and I'm like, you know, I don't have to say anything. Like, those people know, don't take another step further. Yeah. So it's hilarious.
That's beautiful. No, I mean, it's really like everything that you are comes into a room. We feel as an actor.
Thanks.
You know,
Let's hope you're on my good side.
No.
Because if you come in unprepared and you're narcissistic and you don't look anything like your headshot and you don't know where the mark is, I'm just going, ooh.
You know, you're a professional,
Next.
and you need us to help to make your job easier. Look like your headshot, come in prepared. And I know.
But that is your job.
That is our job, exactly.
Your job is to come in prepared.
To come in prepared.
Yeah.
And when those that don't come in, it kind of makes your job very difficult.
Well, and it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay not to connect with the material. It's okay to be brilliant and then all of a sudden not. It's okay. But, you know, show up. I think half of the people don't show up that actually book. So that means you or someone submitted you. You or someone said yes, and then no one shows up.
That's insane.
Half of you. And then 80% of you try to change your audition time. Sorry. I've got many more important things to do in life. So it's like... I'm not going to respond to it. So some people, I find it kind of humorous now, because some people find that, like, you know, I might be mean because I'm not answering a question that I don't have to answer. I don't have to engage with something I don't have to engage with. You know, it's like, don't you want me out there meeting people like you and going, oh my gosh, you can be in that movie. She just called me last week, you know? So don't you want me to find opportunities for you versus holding your hand, which is not something I want to do. What is truth? Truth goes back to the headshot. Who are you? What are you? What makes you get out of bed in the morning? What's your heart's desire? What is your mission on this planet? You know, what excites you? Those are elements of who you are. And that falls back into who the trenches are. If you lie, I can't deal with you because I deal with truth. Regardless of how hard the truth is what I can deal with, because then I can assess and make decisions based on that information. So truth in acting is pulling from your life. So say, for example, you're in a military film, but you've never been in the military. So perhaps maybe someone you or someone you know is in the military, and you can pull on from those stories. Or better yet, find something comparable. So you're substituting. And I can say this from experience. Perhaps someone in your family was murdered, and you couldn't get to them, or you couldn't get them out, or you couldn't find the right answers, or you were getting messed around by the system. These are all truths that I'm sure happen, or people feel like they happen in the military. I'm not in a military family, so I am substituting right now. But I'm just saying, find a place that you can pull from your experiences or the people around you, that by the time you come in and do the audition, they just come out and they see. But you also have to let them go. Yeah. So you pull on all this information, you assimilate it, almost like soup. Doesn't soup taste better when it sits on the stove after a while versus just when you put the potatoes in, and just when you put this, that? After it simmers a while, you know, but then you sort of forget about it. You get your bowl of soup and you eat it, and it's like, So that's sort of what I need. Because if you're not being truthful, you're not going to resonate. And if you don't resonate, you're not going to get hired, at least by me. And you're also denying yourself a wonderful life.
Can I sign up for your acting class?
Oh,
She just sounded like an acting
classes.
I mean, you just really It's so
Do you know why I don't
beautiful.
teach acting classes? Thank you, because either one, they're not listening, or two, they're not ready to listen.
Wow.
And you know, I don't know. It's not. Thank you. I mean, I do
beautiful.
seminars that teach you the business of acting that just sort of say the same sort of stuff because I want to encode people to help themselves. I don't want to enable anyone for bad behavior. I want you to be the best human being you can be.
Oh, can I put her in my pocket and carry her around all day? That's a me. See,
I
want to sign up for
in your pocket. You'd probably fit in mine.
No,
But that's funny.
I really, really appreciate hearing that, knowing that you are on the side of actors and you have seminars.
I want you to get the role. That's why I brought you in there. I handpicked you. I handpicked you to come in, show up, do your homework. I want you to get the role. I want the producer or director to have so many choices that they're like, wow.
Yeah.
But they don't. I'm just telling you. I'll tell you.
We need to help her out.
I'll tell you the AT&T
Actors.
one. I looked through 2,500 submissions. I hand chose 750 people to come in one day.
Wow.
And out of all those people, all I needed was 5 men and 5 women. And I even had the best agencies in town submit their stuff. And I had some people try to strong arm me to get their people in, and I didn't do it. And they said nasty things about me, which is fine. But it's like, my name's on the line. I'm going to have to, it's my name on the line. So anyways, I picked it 750 people, and you know what's really sad? I couldn't give them 5 men, and I couldn't give them 5 women. I could not give them 10 people out of 2,500 broken down to 750. Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Actors, we need to step it up. Hello.
Thank you.
Let's help her out.
Listen to her.
Let's help her out.
Help yourself out. I'm just giving you opportunity.
Well, I love the...
Wow, that's awesome. Yes, step it up.
Step it up, actors.
I like
Let's
that
go.
campaign.
Well, with your seminars, getting back to that, it sounds that you...
I do them every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
For different reasons.
What is the one thing that you would say in those seminars? What is the one thing that you would give in terms of advice to actors?
This is really funny because I tell actors to answer your phone. You don't know how many times a director calls me. Oh my God, I just got one this morning. A director, because I love my friends. So a director called me up and he said, look, I'm looking for a young man, 20 to 30 years old, for the lead in my film. Like, it was a little shorter than that. We're very succinct. And then I emailed him a guy who I happened to bring in I've been casting up a storm, by the way. So depending on what's in front of me that I want to do and all this other good stuff, I just happen to be casting a lot. And every time he comes in, he does his homework. He comes in, there's no narcissism, he leaves his stuff outside the door, he's professional, does his magic, says thank you and leaves. I actually went out once and said, oh my God, you make me so proud. Oh. In 10 years, it's the only guy I could say that to. Well, I offered him to my friend, and they're going to meet, and he might get the lead in a feature-length film.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It is believable. You come in prepared, you come in professional, you come in and you work as a team because you're going to bring this person in over and over.
Can I just share one thing that, okay.
Yes, please,
what I'd
go
like
ahead.
to share now is, so now I'm stepping it up.
Oh.
So I've done the producing, I've done the casting, I helped Big Vision Studios bring their studio up to a certain level, VP of production. But so now what I'm doing is I'm taking all these things and I'm building a new sandbox. And the new sandbox is New Media Film Festival. So that's where all of these elements come in.
Amazing.
The DP, the editor, the sound guy, the actress, the actor, the producer, the director, they can come in, they can now see, like you said, classes.
Yeah.
I'm bringing in the best of the best in the business. I've got Ted Shilowitz from Red. I've got my dear friend Doug Layton from Panasonic, who's going to get me the people in his company for the 3D that's not even out yet. I've got Pierre Peterson, who's working with Peter Jackson. I've got Greg Brightman, who won a Sundance Film Award, who's getting me actual distributors. You're going to come into a sandbox that's safe, that's like very cost effective. It's $10.
$10.
Right. See, I had to learn. Because you said, Pepper, that I give a lot of stuff away. And yes, but I had to learn that when you give stuff away, people don't appreciate it. Mm-hmm. So I had to start putting what they call value on it. And then, of course, so now what I do is, so you've got this value, but no one knows that like $2 is taken off for the ticketing company, and then you got to pay for the theater. For me, I know this is going to sound strange, it's not about the money. And it's not that I've got so much money I can just like spread it out into the oceans and save the world. But what I'm doing is I'm setting an example by investing in something I believe in and creating a place where people can come and learn and play and see. So we've got screenings going, like screening committee going right now for the submissions while I'm developing sort of the who's coming in doing what sort of side. We have an international art exhibit happening about global consciousness.
Oh,
And that's by
wow.
Sundram Tagore Gallery, and he's got galleries in Hong Kong, New York, and LA. So we're bringing the globe together to play and learn. And to me, that's what's getting me out of bed every morning.